I am recording. All right, Warriors, welcome to July 12th team call. I always like to do a couple announcements before we get started with our guest speaker, which I'm super excited about tonight. I know you guys all wanted this call tonight to be about compliance, all this compliance stuff that's coming out, and it's making my head hurt, and I don't want to talk about that tonight. But I actually have a call scheduled with Tony, hopefully tomorrow. He was actually supposed to call me today, but I think he was so swamped.
And it was his
birthday. Like, I don't blame him for not calling me at all. So I'm sure he's going to call me tomorrow. I specifically asked him to call me so I can get a couple of things clarified as far as shipping, our wine to out of state and in Canada and all that stuff.
And feel free to type in, if you want to type in the chat, any specific questions that you might have for compliance.
Yeah,
Since we're talking to Tony anyway, we'll compile them all, make sure we get all the questions asked. If you can think of anything, type it in.
Yeah, I'll save this. I'll save the whole chat, and then I'll go through and ask them every single question you guys have, and then I will come back into the team with an answer to all of it.
Yeah, we'll go live or something. A post-compliance talk live.
Right, because I know it's a big deal, but whatever he tells me, you guys, have you been listening to Ray Higdon the last couple days? Like, we are going to succeed despite not being able to get wine in certain states, period. So we got to think of it that way. We got to be positive about it and just know there's 41 other states open in the United States that we can be marketing to, and a whole nother country that's about to open up.
Yeah.
We have no excuses.
Oh, and by the way, for those of you that did not hear this yet, PJ announced, he said their corporate goal is to be in a minimum of 5 countries and maybe a maximum of 7 by the end of 2018. So I can't know exactly which companies those are, but they have a very aggressive marketing plan because it's a lot of work to get approved, a corporation and a company, especially in direct sales or in a country, I mean. So they are aggressively going out. They're trying to expand this opportunity for us as much as possible. So, this next year and a half is going to be really exciting with all the expansion. So
cool. All right. So I think that's all I really had to announce.
Yeah, we don't have many announcements tonight.
Oh, and I also wanted to congratulate everybody that was in the push group. We had a push group the last few days, and we had a lot of people dancing in that group. So we had a lot of people that, pushed through comfort zones and got through barriers. And it is crazy how much a push group can help somebody actually break through things that have been holding them back. Just a dance, just so silly. I feel like it's so silly, but it works. And I love seeing all the dance videos, but just know you guys don't need a push group to do this stuff. The activities that you guys did the last 3 or 4 days is what you should be doing every single freaking day of your life for at least 2 years, like Ray Higdon said. So, you don't need a push group to, get you through those barriers. You don't need a push group. You don't need us to motivate you. You can absolutely do this stuff, motivate yourself and get out of those comfort zones. So I'm super happy to see all those dance videos. They make me happy though. So, okay, awesome. Lindsey, I'm not taking up any more time. I need to introduce Lindsey Westbrook to you guys. She was in our team, but she just brought her entire team into our team yesterday or something. So I know you guys probably don't know her very well yet. But Lindsey's married. She's got 2 kids. She signed up in April, but she actually started working the business in May. And she hit master seller in 3 weeks. She actually went public May 19th. She signed 65 people since May 19th. So that's insane. That's a lot of signups in a short period of time. And her team has almost 500 people on it already since May 19th. So it's crazy. And I asked her to be on the call tonight just to share, her nuggets, and she put together an awesome training as, 15 reasons why you might not be successful in network marketing. And she's going to tell us, how to course correct those things. So Lindsey, take it away, girlfriend.
Thank you guys so much for having me on the call. And that all just made me sound way more important and more awesome than I am. I promise you, I am so normal. I'm going to screen share real quick. Hold on just a second. I put some slides together just to keep myself on track so I didn't talk in circles or take way too long. So I'm going to share my screen. Can y'all see it? Yeah, good. Okay. So a little bit about me. I started network marketing 5 years ago, and at the time I was a small business owner. I used to do permanent makeup, which is tattooing, for 10 years, and I started network marketing when my kids were 2.5 and 9 months old, because at that point I felt like I was going to work and I was paying for daycare for 2 small kids, and I was paying really expensive small business fees just to keep my business afloat. So I was pretty much breaking even. And at that time, my husband was a retail store manager. He was working long hours. He was leaving for work before the kids even woke up, and he was coming home before or after they had already gone to bed. And I remember one night he got home and he was in tears, just not like him. And he completely broke down and was like, I don't think that I can do this for the rest of my life. And being the wife and the woman who just wanted to fix everything, I didn't know what to do. So I had been watching my friend on social media for about 2 years. She was a network marketing company, and she had actually approached me about 2 years prior, asking me to join her team. And my first thought was, pyramid scheme, like a lot of people. Like, I thought there's no way that's legit. I was one of those people who felt that way. So it took me about 2 years of watching her become successful in her business, watching her rank advance. I didn't even know what that meant, but I just saw that she was succeeding. I saw that she was living her life the way I wanted to live my life. Her husband was home with her little girl, and I just felt like there was more to life than what we were living. So that night when he came home and he was in tears, that was the night that I signed up. I didn't even tell her. I just signed up 2 years after she asked me about it. So I was a seed planted for 2 years. And after I signed up, I decided I was going to go all in. I thought if someone else could do this, there's no reason I couldn't do it. So within 2.5 to 3 years, I retired myself from my job. I retired my husband from his retail management job. He is now pursuing real estate, which was always what he wanted to do. And I built a mid-6-figure income in network marketing. So to say that network marketing changed our lives is an understatement. And I included this post here because this post was way before I was seeing any success with network marketing. I put family day at the park. Can't wait until this is our everyday life. It will be give me 3 years max. So I was proclaiming my goal that is what I wanted for my life. So that's pretty much how I started. And Sherry asked me to come on here because I had shared a blog post about 15 reasons you're not successful with network marketing. So I know some of you might have already read it, and I was trying to think of a way to make this not sound negative or too tough love, because anyone who knows me knows I'm like overly nice, and tough love is not normally my thing. So I figured I'm going to share parts of that blog post along with some action steps that you can use to course correct. So the first reason you might not be successful at marketing is you're not following the system. I have some people who sign up, they get super excited. They go and contact every friend they have before they've even gone through the training or reviewed the scripts. They word vomit information all over them, and they're like really discouraged that their friend said no and that they don't see the same vision that they did. So if this has happened to you, just know that for action steps, start and complete the team training website. Know what you're doing. Save all of the scripts to Notes or Evernote app on your phone and start using the scripts. Instead of doing your own way, if your own way isn't working, then start using those scripts. Number 2 is you're not being coachable. When I ask people if they're coachable and teachable, most people will say yes until you ask them to do something that makes them feel uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden they're not coachable anymore. So if what you're doing isn't working for you, take action. Ask your mentor or a success partner to check out your invites, your conversations, your follow-ups, and your social media posts. Ask for constructive criticism and be okay with change, and then go implement. We have so many trainings and resources, and a lot of you will attend them and soak it all up and take notes. But if you don't implement those things, none of it matters and you're wasting your time. So go implement those things. Number 3, you're not reading personal development. Now, in my first business, I think I went about 7 months without doing personal development. And I got to a point where I just couldn't get anywhere in my business anymore, and I felt like I was in a funk. So I went in a team page and I asked people if anyone had ever felt this way, and I asked them what they did to get out of it. And every single person said personal development. So if you're not doing personal development, basically that means that you know how to run an effective business, you know how to be a positive person 100% of the time, you are an amazing communicator. You close every deal with your prospects. You know how to self-motivate yourself all the time. You're the most organized person you know. You know how to lead a team. And you know how to inspire people 100% of the time and attract more followers, right? If your answer was no to any of those things, you definitely need personal development. We all do. So take action. Find an area you need to improve. Choose a personal development book or podcast. Realize that Google and YouTube are your BFF. That is pretty much how I learn everything. If you have a question, it doesn't matter what it is. I promise you, if you Google it, you will find blog post after blog post, and you will find pages of YouTube videos that answer your question. So learn something new and go implement. And if you need personal development suggestions, I have a tiny URL here that you can look up based on what your struggles are and personal development. Okay. So you're not staying plugged into team. So team calls are meant to teach you, motivate, and inspire you. So to take action, write down on your calendar the Wine Warriors team call every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and treat your business like the 6-figure business that it could be, and don't miss your appointments for these calls. These calls will help you. They will change your business. Number 5, you're not being consistent. This is one of the biggest things. So if you want results in anything in life, you need to be consistent. You don't gain weight by eating one burger, you don't lose weight by doing one workout, and you won't build a business by posting on social media 2 times or by talking to 5 people about your business. It takes so much more than that. It takes doing those actions every single day. So to take action, follow a daily checklist. If you need a calendar that you can look at to mark off every single day that you've completed your checklist, you should do that. Because I know for me, it's so gratifying to check things off a list. And if I had a calendar in front of me and I saw missed days, I don't know about you, but that would really irritate me. I'm OCD about things. So if you need to do that just to show yourself that you're doing things that impact your business every day, then definitely do that. If you struggle with consistency, then order the book, The Compound Effect. That has been seriously life-changing for me. And I'm not going to go over this whole slide because it's seriously long. But if you don't believe in the product or the opportunity, your chances of getting anyone else to believe in it are slim to none. So I go into every conversation. Hold on, it's saying my internet is unstable. Can you hear me? Okay. I go into every conversation with 100% belief in what I'm offering people. I believe that this business is a gift, so I never feel like I'm bothering people. And I believe in the customer experience. So when I'm offering that, I feel like they feel that I'm genuine about it. So if you don't know enough about the business, learn more about it. Ask leaders what they're excited about this business. I know Austin Zuloff, he's so good at sharing the vision. So check out some of his posts. One thing I did when I started is I listened to either a Monday business opportunity call or a Women of DC call every single day, because they're about 20 to 25 minutes. And I listened to that every day as I got ready for the day. And I started to learn their talking points, the things that they brought up. It started to build my belief. I started to understand it more. And when I talked to other people, those were the talking points that I brought up. So learn more about the business, screenshot this post. There's so many good things on here. Read it every day if you have to build that belief. Okay, the next one is you're way too serious. So excitement and passion are magnetic. And if you're being too serious and you're too timid, you might turn some people off. So list 5 things that excite you about the products or business and how this business is going to change your life, and lead with those things and lighten up and have fun with it. And I think about the push group that just ended and the dance parties. Everyone was having fun with it and they were so much more motivated. So just find ways that you can have fun with this business. Okay, number 8. You're an infomercial and your social media is a billboard for your products and your business opportunity. So always remember, people come to social media to connect with people, and they go to Amazon and different websites to buy things. So take action, post with intention, aim at value. And what I mean by value is humor, something helpful like tutorials, something entertaining, inspiring. Educate people about the vision of the company, or share your wine with the tasting notes and the food that you made with it. Just educate them little by little through your posts. Share your life, your personality, your interests, and your family life. Let people get to know you through your posts so they want to follow you and they like you as a person. Share how this business weaves into your life. So this, just because you started direct sellers doesn't mean your page should be direct sellers. Your page should be you with direct sellers weaved into your life. If you sound like a sales pitch, erase it and start over. Okay, number 9, you're being negative Nelly. Of course, people want to be around someone who is positive, uplifting, and energetic. I don't know why there's lines going through my screen right now. Or you're overthinking, analysis paralysis. I see this all the time. I feel like the people who are not getting anywhere with this business, about 9 out of 10 times, it's because they're overthinking it to the point where they don't start doing anything. So take a deep breath, have faith, trust the process, and go back to the basics. So take action. Remove any negative posts that you have from your social media. Read personal development to fix your mood. So if you feel like you're in a funk that day, I don't know what those lines are. This is so weird. I don't know. But anyways, if you're in a funk that day, read personal development, fix your mood, come back to social media, talk about how you felt earlier and how you feel now. Just don't post while you're in that funk. And then if you're overthinking, go back to the basics, follow the system. I'm going to say that over and over because that is so important. And the lines are gone. I don't know. Okay. You're not being productive with your time. And I am so guilty of this. Okay, so focus on the business building activities. And when I say that, the things that you can do that are going to build your business are inviting, following up, adding to your network, posting on social media. Don't allow yourself to scroll the newsfeed until you do all of those things. And if you have ADD with notifications like I do, I have something called Kill Newsfeed. It's a Chrome extension for Facebook. You download it, and you can literally just access your groups, and you can access your messages, but you can't see the newsfeed at all. So what I do is I have Chrome that I use when I work, and that's all I see. And then I have Safari open if I actually want to go comment on things that people are doing. Okay. Number 12, you care too much about what other people think. So just keep in mind, some people will get what you're doing, other people will not understand it at all, and you just have to accept it. So take action. If caring what people think really, really bothers you, like it did when I started 5 years ago, order the personal development books, You Are a Badass, and Get Over Your Damn Self. They will help you. Build your belief in the business, like I said earlier. Listen to business opportunity calls. Who's doing a smile-y face right now? Who's messing with me? And keep your why close. The vision for your life is so much more significant than the thoughts of other people. The people don't pay your bills.
It's the wine that makes people do this stuff, Lindsay. I have to apologize.
At least I know that was on purpose. It wasn't some like crazy thing happening. Okay, so number 13, you get discouraged
Lindsay,
when people
that was me. I just wanted to make sure it worked. On everyone's phone, on the bottom left, there's a little pen. If you push on it, somebody must have hit on an accident. So I pushed on it, and I had this mind space, and then they can erase it. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you. I just wanted to see if it would work.
Girl, I'm good. No problem. Okay, so number 13, you get discouraged when people don't join your business and you quit too soon. Okay, so here's the deal. People never want to join a get-rich-quick business, but when they join and they don't get rich quick, they're like, peace out. So be that person who sticks with it and is consistent. So take action. Realize that planting seeds is normal and part of the process. So you're going to be talking to new people every day. They're either going to get it and be ready, or they're not. You got to move on. Read personal development daily. So important. That's why I've said it a million times. And ask yourself, what is your plan B? So for me, when I started, I posted about the entrepreneur roller coaster the other day and all the emotions that go with it, because it's not a straight up thing. It's a lot of ups and downs. But for me, the time was going to pass anyway, and I didn't have a plan B. I wanted to make this work. It was my plan A, and that's all I had. So think to yourself, what is your plan B? If you feel like quitting, what is your plan B? Chances are it's probably nothing. And be here in 2 years, because this isn't going to be a quick thing. Just make sure that you're here in 2 years. And if you're being consistent with those business building things, you're going to see change within, actually before 2 years. So just be here in 2 years. Number 14, you're not reaching out to new people each day, or you're not following up on the flip side. So I have people come to me a lot and they're like, I'm reaching out to people every single day. No one's saying yes. And I'll say, are you reaching out to new people, or are you reaching out to the same people every day? And sometimes they say the same people every day. So keep in mind, there's a difference between planting seeds and watering them, and planting seeds and standing over top and just dumping water on those same seeds and drowning them. So plant those seeds, but move on to new people every single day. Now on the flip side, following up. So what I like to do with my follow-ups is, after I send the video, if they haven't responded, I'll follow up with them. If they still don't respond, then the next time we do some type of live business opportunity call, either with our team, or if it's a Monday night one or a Women of DC one, I'll message them, and as my follow-up, I will invite them to an exclusive live event and ask them if they'd like the private link. So then that's how I follow up with them. If they still don't respond to me, then I place them on my list for next month, and then I would do the same thing, invite them to something live the next month. Or another thing I like to do, bring up something that has nothing to do with direct sellers. Say you have a friend that you've invited, and I'll just use personal experience. I had a friend who had a baby, And I was on Pinterest, and it was around Christmas time, and I saw this Christmas ornament. It was clear. It had like the little baby hospital bracelet and like everything the baby came home in this ornament. So I sent it to a couple friends that just had a baby. I was like, this is such a cute idea. You should do this. It was a way to add value to them and bring up conversation. So I do that often. If I see something that I think of someone, I'll send it to them to add value. And number 15, the last one, you're focusing on results instead of actions. So if you're focusing on the results, you're likely going to be discouraged because not everyone's going to be ready. But if you're focusing on the actions every single day, that is what you can personally control. So take action, get rid of expectations, and detach your emotions from the outcome of every conversation. Focus on connecting with people, inviting, following up, adding to your network, social media, and personal development every single day. And the rest will fall into place. So that's pretty much what I have. Do I have any questions? I see the chat's going crazy right now. Hold on. I'm not seeing the whole thing.
Rebecca asked, will these slides be shared?
Yeah, I can share them.
Yeah, I'll post, I'll post the call in the team, and then maybe, I don't know where you want to post the slides at, in the like comments, or if you want to send them to me, I can post it with the call. Like,
yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Way works for me. So
sure.
Yeah, your blog post was amazing, and I love these action steps that are with it now. Like, people can actually, follow these actions so they can.
Thanks for the heart.
So they can build themselves, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, questions, please. If anybody has questions, please ask them in the chat box right now for Lindsey while you have her.
I'm having a hard time seeing the chat box questions. Hold on. I'm only seeing a small.
If I get a question, I'll read them to you.
Okay.
If I see anything. Lots of people are saying thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I want to print this out. Great info. This was awesome. Detach yourself from the outcome. Great call. We have a question. Is there a way to correctly do a cold message, or should we just stay away from them?
I personally do not cold message yet anyway. I personally try to focus mostly on attraction marketing and planting seeds with anyone who is liking or commenting on my posts. That doesn't mean I'm opposed to doing cold marketing, but if the time were to come where I needed to learn more about cold marketing, I would be on Google and YouTube and watching everything I can to find an approach that felt right with me.
Cool. Someone said if you come off screen share, you might be able to see the chat box.
Okay, hold on.
Put off screen share. Not sure.
Okay, let me see.
Chat box show up now.
Yes, I can see it.
Hey, Nicole, thank you.
We have such smart people.
We
on
have
this team.
I know.
Totally smart people.
Let me see. Now if I can scroll down.
Someone asked.
Oh. How often do you follow up with your downline to check progress, encourage, invite, etc.?
Hold on. Where is that one?
I just read a question I saw, that's all.
For my downline, I really just try to, like, if I feel like I haven't heard from someone in like a few days, I will ask them how they're doing and always post my call schedule links so they can schedule a call with me, and that's leaving the ball in their court. But I always let them know that my door is always open, and I'm always posting my call link, trying to get them to reach out to me. Okay, I see it now. My 3 biggest tips, I've already mentioned them in the slides, but the 3 biggest things that are going to get you there are reaching out to people, inviting, connecting with people, consistency, just following the system. I mean, it really is that simple. What do I use for a call schedule? I use Acuity scheduling. You can put the days and times that you're available, and you can even connect forms. Like for my business mentorship calls for my team, I have a series of questions that I ask, so when they schedule an appointment with me, I have all of the answers and everything that they want to talk about before we even get on the phone. It makes things a little quicker and easier.
There's also a service called Calendly.com. That's what we use personally for our closing calls and stuff. So, and it's free. It's definitely not like as in depth as Acuity scheduling. You can't do as much, but you can definitely schedule calls anytime you want.
Awesome.
So that's a free service too.
Hi, Sherry. This is Lori in California. I just want to comment to your point of being available to your downlines. Priscilla is my upline, and she is available to me pretty much 24/7. So I just want to let you all know how much I appreciate that, because a lot of times we don't have the skills to close these folks. And I always have support here in California. I just wanted to interject that.
Oh, absolutely. We're here pretty much, like I wouldn't say 24/7. Obviously, we got to sleep, but.
and we have 4 kids, so
Yeah.
there's that.
So.
And Priscilla does have her, her schedule, but I guess my point is that I feel the support, and it's just super important that we folks that don't know how to close do feel that.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
And Joe's been super helpful too. Joe, I don't know if you're on this call, but he's been awesome. And I can throw Austin in the mix too. I don't know if he's on this, but it's pretty exciting out here in California. I'll just tell you that.
Thank you, Lori.
Awesome.
You're welcome, love.
Yeah, people should feel free to reach upline and find mentors or whoever they can talk to, just to encourage them and whatever, do 3-way closing calls for them, whatever the case might be. I know when I talk to Austin always tells me, he's like people just, I think they think they're a lot busier than I really am. He said if they would just call me or text me, I'd be happy to help them. I'd be happy to do a 3-way closing call with them. And I know that's true with us. We, sometimes it seems like it all comes in spurts and we're really busy for, a handful of hours or a day or so or whatever. But, for the most part, we have time availability. So, reach up for help, 3-way closing calls, any of that. It's all part of the system using closing calls. I still use closing calls myself for my personals. It's the model that works. So, don't ever hesitate in reaching up and just, finding someone to really, be your partner and help you out. There's a lot of willing people. So.
Yep.
Yeah, amen to that.
I also saw how many times a day do I post on Facebook. I normally aim for 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you allowing other people to infiltrate your network? I've been really careful about that.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't allow friends of friends on my page because we could end up taking business away from each other.
I feel like people are drawn to the people that they connect with the most. And I am not worried about that. I don't know. I just feel like if people are connected to me, they'll reach out to me. If they're connected with someone else, and that person might be the better mentor for them.
Good point, Sherry.
You got to make friends with everybody. Like,
Yeah, Lori, we talked about that before. You need to have your page set to public, sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. I do. I have 2 pages, Priscilla.
Oh, okay.
And people like to feel a sense of community, and they like to see when other people are inspiring and helping people out, so that when they see our team like commenting and and cheering people on, they're like, they feel that like family encouragement. And a lot of times people have never had that in a workplace before.
Hey,
Yeah,
if
it
I could
definitely
add,
is like one big happy family.
if I could add something, sorry to interrupt you guys, but after 15 years of being in direct marketing as a leader, I have learned that if I'm talking to someone and someone else is talking to the same person and we find that out, I'm going to allow my team to sign that person up, not me. Because going to help everyone, first of all, and second of all, it helps them to gain confidence and, you know, get their business started and all of that good stuff. And the best part about having mutual friends is when Sarah sees that Jen has signed Connie and Sarah and they're all connected, when you have more than one person that you guys are connected with and they see everybody signing up, then they're more apt to enroll because it's like, wait, what am I missing out on, right?
Right. Absolutely. Totally agree.
Yeah, good point, Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how Nicole said lead with integrity. That was a hard lesson for me because in the beginning of my network marketing career, I wanted it all for myself. And we learn as leaders very quickly that that's not how you build a team. That's not how you build rapport with people. And if you have people sign up under people who are building anyways, it's just going to help you. And even if it doesn't, I don't know, it's just like the better thing to do, I think it is. And it's a team effort. Like, it's momentum, it's excitement. And when people see that you're enrolling someone and, you know, they all have mutual friends, like, I love building locally because of that. Like, people are like, oh my God, a girl you work with signed up and then her girlfriend signed up. And I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Like, everybody wants to enroll because they see their friends getting started with it. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Yep. And integrity always rules.
No.
We're going to be here for years to come, Sheila, for sure. This is going to be a fun ride, you guys.
Yeah, you know, we are at the beginning
We're
of something.
literally
Right.
like just at the tip of getting started. We haven't even gotten started yet, so it's gonna be so fun.
Why that name look familiar, Steve?
Any other questions for Lindsey at all?
Lindsey, you're
Colin.
amazing. Thank you. I just want to say you're awesome. I am super blessed to be on this team, and I feel like working with, you know, caliber people like you is the best part of this, and people who lead with integrity, build their business based off of principles that they've learned in the past. And I don't know, it just makes me really excited to work with all of you guys. Like, we are the best in the entire industry right now. Like, you can't be in a better place right now. Thank you.
Aw, thank you. I totally agree. We have the best team.
100%. Cool.
I don't see any more.
Hey, if nobody else has any questions, we'll go ahead and end it. It's been 45 minutes, so that's pretty much perfect, to be honest. Long enough. People rewatching won't have an attention span much longer than that. So, yeah, absolutely. Re-listen to this. I will post the slides that Lindsey sends me with the video when I have it uploaded. So you guys, if you have other teams or whatever, you can share with them. And I'm super excited about what's going on here, and I'm so excited for our future. And I love all of you guys, like, legitimately love. Like, and by the way, I'm going camping next week for 4 days, and I don't know how I'm going to stay away. Like, I've told my family I'm unplugging, and I'm not going to be on my phone. So if you guys message me, I'm not ignoring you. We're actually like camping, and we're probably not going to have service in the first place,
right?
Because we're way up on the Upper Peninsula in the boonies. Like, we probably won't have service, but so I'm not ignoring you guys. And as soon as I get home, I will reach out to you guys. Anybody that's messaged me, but I'm gonna have withdrawals seriously from you guys because I love you all. You're all my family, and I want to help any way I possibly can. and I will enjoy it. I gotta say, like, I'm excited, but I'm gonna have withdrawals at the same time, so it's bittersweet, literally bittersweet. So I love you guys. I will get this posted in the team as soon as it's uploaded. And Lindsay, go ahead and you can send me that file or whatever, and we'll get it.
All right, will do. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being
See you,
on.
everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, Lindsay. You're amazing.
Welcome. Thank you.